Welcome to Adventupedia. What if I told you the most mind-blowing places on Earth aren't just real, they're waiting for you? This isn't just a list, this isn't just a video. It's a front row seat to the raw beauty of our planet. It's your ultimate inspiration kit. These wonders will make your jaw drop, your heart race, and your suitcase come out of storage. So, get ready to witness Earth like never before, from majestic peaks to surreal dreamscapes. Every video moment will leave you breathless. If this isn't on your list already, it will be after this. So sit back, press play, and discover the extraordinary landscapes Earth has in store. Let's begin this adventure together. Alaska, USA. Alaska, the largest state in the US, isn't just big, it's colossal. A land where mountains scrape the sky, glaciers creak and groan, and grizzlies wander across tundra like they own the place, because, well, they do. I once watched the sun refuse to set over Denali. The air so crisp it made every breath feel earned. This isn't just wilderness, it's raw earth, untamed, unpredictable, and utterly captivating. From the icy fjords of Kenai to the shimmering auroras over Fairbanks, Alaska reminds you how small you are and how incredible that can feel. In Alaska, you're not escaping the world, you're finally stepping into it. Kayak next to glaciers in Glacier Bay. Take the slow train through mountains. Look up, look around, and let the wild remind you what wonder truly means. Antelope Canyon, USA. Imagine standing inside a living painting, sunlight slicing through narrow sandstone walls, turning every ripple and curve into glowing gold. Antelope Canyon isn't just beautiful, it's hypnotic. The way the light dances across the sculpted rock makes you feel like time itself has paused to show off. I remember walking through in silence, awestruck like I was tiptoeing through nature's cathedral. The walls are so close you can brush your fingers along them, feeling the Earth's artwork carved over centuries by flash floods. This isn't sightseeing, it's soul-seeing. You're not just looking at rocks, you're witnessing a miracle shaped by time and light. Don't just dream it. Research when the sunlight beams are strongest, usually late morning. And bring a camera, but more importantly, bring your full attention. You'll never look at a canyon or yourself the same way again. Vadho Island, Maldives. The first time I saw the shore glow under my feet, I actually gasped. It looked like the ocean was holding a secret. It sparkled, shimmered, and lit up with every step I took. This is Vadho Island, where bioluminescent plankton turn the night into a fairy tale. You walk beside crashing waves, and it's as if you're dancing with stars, but on sand. No filter, no CGI, just pure, otherworldly magic. The best part? You'll forget about your phone for a second and just exist. You are here, in a glowing world that doesn't ask you to do anything except be amazed. Check the best seasons for plankton blooms, usually during late summer. Add this to your life reset list. Not everything needs to be fast-paced. Some things, like wonder, come slow and glowing. Mürren, Switzerland. Mürren isn't just a village. It's a dream balanced between earth and sky. Tucked high in the wild heart of the Swiss Alps, this serene, car-free haven sits at 1,650 meters, face-to-face with the mighty Eiger, Monch, and Jungfrau. The ascent by cable car was just the threshold. As the valleys vanished, I stepped into a realm shaped by wind, rock, and stillness. Wooden chalets line quiet paths, and the air is crisp with the scent of alpine flowers. In summer, hikers traverse trails that meander through meadows and past waterfalls. In winter, the village transforms into a snowy paradise, with slopes that have welcomed skiers for over a century. Here, Each moment feels like crisp mountain air, a quiet invitation to rediscover the world and your place in it. Take the Shilthorn cable car to Piz Gloria for a 360 degrees panorama. Explore the scenic trails and let Murren's serene beauty leave an indelible mark on your soul. Mount Bromo, Indonesia. At 2,329 meters, 7,641 feet. Above sea level, Mount Bromo is an active Sama volcano in East Java, Indonesia. Despite not being the tallest peak in the region, it is renowned for its dramatic landscapes and cultural significance. The volcano is situated within the Bromo Tengger Semeru National Park and is encircled by the Sea of Sand, Segraweti, a vast expanse of volcanic ash. The first time I saw a mount at sunrise, I cried. Not kidding. The mist rolled through the volcanic valley like a silent symphony, and suddenly this smoking crater just glowed. You feel like you're watching Earth breathe. It's a place of deep meaning, and standing at its edge, you feel it in your bones. I rented a motorbike, rode through a sea of sand at 4 a.m., and hiked in the dark. Worth every second. There are sunrises, and then there are awakenings. This is the latter. Rise early, throw on those layers, you'll need them, and catch the dry season skies. Trust me, regret never follows an epic sunrise. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. It's not just a mountain, it's a floating island from a sci-fi novel. Mount Roraima rises from the rainforest like a mist-covered old altar. One of the oldest geological structures on Earth is believed to be this ancient plateau. I hiked to the top once, and it felt like walking into a lost world. Crystal valleys, carnivorous plants, sudden downpours, and eerie rock formations shaped like mushrooms. No Wi-Fi, no roads, just raw, untouched planet Earth. To genuinely reconnect with yourself, with nature, and with awe, you must disconnect. Start training if you're planning to hike. It's a multi-day trek. But trust me, every muddy, sweaty step is worth it when you reach the top and feel like the only person on Earth. Darvaza Crater, Turkmenistan. There's a giant hole in the desert that's been on fire for over 50 years, and nobody knows exactly how long it'll keep burning. Welcome to the door to hell. I camped beside it once, and let me tell you, nothing humbles you like sleeping next to a pit of eternal flame. The heat, the silence, the stars above, it felt like I was in a post-apocalyptic dreamscape. You're not just looking at fire. You're staring at Earth's open wound. If you ever find yourself craving what even is this experience, this is it. Go with a local guide and stay overnight. It's eerie, intense, and unforgettable. And take a moment to appreciate how wild and unpredictable our planet really is. Awesome. Let's keep the adventure going. Banff National Park, Canada. Turquoise lakes, towering peaks, elk casually strolling across roads like it's no big deal. Banff is what happens when nature says, "Watch this." The first time I saw Lake Louise, I thought someone cranked up the saturation. But it's real. I hiked, I canoed, I stared, and I healed. The stillness, the beauty, the breath-stealing moments, they stay with you. This isn't just a national park, it's a reset button. Visit in summer for those iconic lake views, or winter for snow-draped silence. But either way, go off the main trail. Find your own quiet corner. That's where the magic really happens. Blue Lagoon, Iceland. Soaking in a steaming, milky blue pool, surrounded by lava fields. Yes, please. The Blue Lagoon feels like the planet wrapped you in a steamy hug after a long day. I remember sinking into that water, face mask on, snowflakes falling, thinking, okay, this is ridiculous, and I love it. It's part spa, part sci-fi movie set. And even though it's popular, it still feels intimate, especially at sunrise when the mist swirls and the world goes quiet. You don't have to escape Earth to feel otherworldly. You just need a plane ticket and a towel. Go early or late to avoid crowds. Skip the phone. Let the warmth do what it does best. Melt your stress and restore your soul. Cappadocia, Turkey. Opening your eyes in a cave hotel as the sky fills with pastel balloons at sunrise, that's Cappadocia. It feels like a dream you didn't realize you had until you're right in the middle of it. I still remember sipping strong Turkish coffee on a rooftop, wrapped in a blanket, watching the sky fill with colors and balloons floating like gentle thoughts. The landscapes are wild, fairy chimneys, rock-carved monasteries, and underground cities that whisper stories of ancient civilizations. You are suspended between heaven and earth, literally and emotionally. Go in spring or autumn. Book the sunrise balloon ride. You won't regret it. And take a moment to just be. Don't just see Cappadocia. Let it change the way you see everything else. Colorado, USA. Colorado doesn't whisper beauty, it shouts it from mountaintops. I remember driving through the Rockies in late September, golden aspens shimmering like they were on fire, snow already dusting the peaks. It's one of the few places where you can hike a glacier, soak in hot springs, and spot elk, all before lunch. And the air? It smells like pine, freedom, and just a hint of wild. Whether you're wandering through Garden of the Gods, hiking a 14er, or getting lost in a cozy mountain town like Telluride, Colorado grabs you by the soul and says, breathe, feel, live. Adventure doesn't have to be extreme. Sometimes it's just being 8,000 feet above your stress. Rent a car. Take the scenic route. Stop often. Watch the stars. Let the mountains reset something deep inside you. Deadfly, Namibia. Welcome to Deadfly, a dried-up white clay pan filled with blackened trees that have been dead for over 600 years, yet haven't decayed, set against fiery red dunes and cobalt skies. It looks like a place Tim Burton and Salvador Dali dreamed up together. I remember standing there, windless and silent, feeling like I'd landed on another planet. It's eerie, but deeply grounding. You feel small beneath it all, yet somehow more a part of everything. The desert doesn't just erase, it uncovers what's always been there. Wake up early, climb Big Daddy Dune before sunrise, then descend into Deadfly. Take off your shoes. Feel the ground beneath your feet. Diamond Beach, Iceland. Black sand, glacial ice chunks, waves crashing dramatically over sparkling shards. Diamond Beach looks like the ocean is spitting out crystals onto a volcanic runway. I remember picking up a chunk of ice, perfectly clear like a diamond, and watching it melt slowly in my hand. It's mesmerizing and a little sad, too. These diamonds are bits of glacier drifting out to sea, breaking off one last time before they disappear. Beauty is fleeting. Sometimes that's what makes it hit harder. Go at sunrise. Bring gloves. Let yourself feel awe and maybe a little urgency. Our planet's beauty is incredible, but it's also fragile. Let it move you into action. Here comes the next wonders, each one a portal to another world. Himalayas, Nepal. Standing beneath the Himalayas is like looking up at the gods. Towering, silent, and sacred, these peaks command your respect. I didn't climb Everest, but even trekking through a small village near Annapurna made me feel like I was walking through living mythology. Prayer flags fluttered in the breeze, yaks wandered frozen paths, and every smile felt carved from the heart of the mountains. You don't need to summit Everest to be transformed. The mountains will meet you where you are. Trek a beginner route like Poon Hill or the Everest Base Camp Trail. Be present. Take breaks. Let every breath remind you that you are strong, alive, and part of something bigger. Hiroshima, Japan. Hiroshima isn't just a city, it's a lesson. It's heartbreak and hope standing side by side. I remember walking through the Peace Memorial Park past the Atomic Dome and feeling this overwhelming silence. Not emptiness, presence, the sound of resilience. The Peace Memorial Museum is heavy, yes, but it's also beautiful because Hiroshima doesn't hide its pain. It turns it into a promise, never again. And just steps away, sakura trees bloom in spring. Kids laugh in the park. Life goes on, stronger, softer, wiser. History doesn't just live in books. Sometimes it's under your feet. Walk slowly, stand still at the dome, then visit a cafe and talk to someone. You'll leave with more than memories. You'll leave with perspective, loving the momentum. Let's keep this dreamlike journey going with more wonders. Each one will leave you wide-eyed, inspired, and ready to pack a bag. Iguazu Falls, Argentina, Brazil. You haven't seen a waterfall until you've stood beside this one, or 275 of them. Iguazu isn't just big, it's mind-blowingly massive. I got soaked, laughed like a kid, and lost my voice screaming into the spray. Iguazu Falls, straddling the border between Argentina and Brazil, is one of the world's most awe-inspiring natural wonders. Comprising approximately 275 individual waterfalls over a span of 2.7 kilometers, 1.7 miles, the falls reach heights between 60 and 82 meters, 197 to 269 feet. The most dramatic section, known as the Devil's Throat, Garganta del Diablo, features a U-shaped chasm where immense volumes of water cascade from three sides, creating a thunderous spectacle. The sound, deafening. The feeling? Awake. Its movement, magic, and meaning in every breath. Sometimes, the world doesn't whisper. It roars. Bring a poncho, leave your ego behind, and walk to the Devil's Throat. Feel the thunder. Let it shake something loose inside you. Kandersteg, Switzerland. Kandersteg feels like it was plucked straight from a storybook, where the mountains stand guard, the lakes shimmer like glass, and time simply slows down. I remember hiking through flower-strewn meadows, cowbells echoing in the distance, and then reaching Eskenazi, a turquoise lake so surreal, it stopped me mid-step. This quiet alpine village offers some of the most breathtaking scenery in the Bernese Oberland, but without the crowds. Wood-framed cottages, cool mountain breezes, and water crashing from towering cliffs. It's still, raw, and utterly alive. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to go somewhere that holds you completely still. Ride the gondola to Eskenazi. Take the panorama trail. Sit by the lake with your feet in the water, and let the silence do the talking. Kandersteg doesn't need to be loud. It's unforgettable in a whisper. Lake Hillier, Australia. Bubblegum pink water. Yep, this lake is real, and it looks like someone poured a strawberry milkshake into the landscape. Lake Hillier sits on Middle Island, off the southern coast of Australia, and its color is permanent. It doesn't change even when bottled. I remember flying over it in a small plane and literally laughing out loud at how surreal it looked. Nature just said, let's get weird. Some things can leave you speechless without any justification. Book a scenic flight over the lake or a cruise around the Recherche archipelago. It's tricky to reach, but that's what makes it special. The fact that it's not effortless is what makes it uncommon. And that's precisely what makes it so lovely. Torres del Paine, Chilean Patagonia. Rugged, remote, real. Torres del Paine will test your legs and reward your soul. These jagged peaks shoot up from nowhere, surrounded by glaciers, mirror lakes, and winds that will slap your thoughts clean. I camped under the stars, woke up with frost on my backpack, and felt more alive than I had in years. It's wild, raw, and humbling. Some places don't just change your scenery, they change your perspective. Plan for all 4 seasons in one day. Go with respect. And bring a journal, because what you feel here, you'll want to remember forever. Tiger's Nest Monastery, Bhutan. Balanced on a cliff 10,000 feet above, Tiger's Nest hovers like a sacred vision, suspended in mist. The hike is tough, steep, and slow, but every step is a step closer to something holy. I remember pausing halfway, sweating and doubting myself, then turning a corner and seeing it perched like a dream. Pure chills. Effort brings enlightenment. The harder the climb, the sweeter the stillness. Hike slow. Stop often. Let the journey humble you. And when you reach the top, don't just take a photo. Close your eyes, breathe, and feel the silence wrap around you. Waitomo Caves, New Zealand. Close your eyes and imagine sailing through a galaxy. Now, open them, because this is real. Inside Waitomo Caves, thousands of glowworms light up the ceiling like stars. It's quiet, cool, and surreal. I once floated through it in complete silence, the only sound being the gentle drip of cave water. It was like time stopped to show me something sacred. You don't always need to go far. You just need to go deeper. Go with a small group tour. Stay quiet and don't rush. Let your eyes adjust. Let your heart soften. Some places whisper. You just have to listen. Machu Picchu, Peru. Perched in the Andes, veiled in clouds and ancient secrets, stands Machu Picchu, the Incan marvel. I got there after a 4-day trek, feet blistered, heart pounding, and when I saw those green terraces for the first time, I actually teared up. It's more than ruins. It's a living story carved into a mountaintop. You are part of a story much older than you, and your steps write the next chapter. Take the long way, via the Inca Trail if you can. Disconnect from your phone. Let the path teach you something. And when you arrive, just be still. Mount Fuji, Japan. Mount Fuji isn't just Japan's tallest mountain. It's a national soul, perfectly symmetrical and often shrouded in mist. It looks like it was drawn by a minimalist with a spiritual streak. I saw it first from a quiet lake at sunrise. No tourists, just silence and reflection. It's more than a mountain. It's a meditation. Peace isn't always found at the top. Sometimes it's found just watching from below. Go in spring for cherry blossoms or in autumn when the leaves set the hills ablaze. Don't rush. Whether you hike it or admire it from afar, take time to see it, not just snap it. Petra, Jordan. The moment you emerge from the narrow canyon and see the treasury carved into rose-colored rock, goosebumps. Petra isn't just ancient, it's alive with secrets. The sandstone glows at golden hour, and the silence in its hidden tombs feels sacred. I explored for hours, climbing to the monastery and watching the sun set over 2,000 years of human history. You are not the first to walk this path, and you won't be the last. That's powerful. Wear solid shoes, hydrate, and go early. But most of all, soak in the silence. Listen for echoes of the past. They're still speaking. Sala de Uyuni, Bolivia. When it rains, the world's largest salt flat becomes the world's largest mirror. Sala de Uyuni doesn't just reflect the sky, it reflects your jaw dropping. It's like standing on a giant piece of glass between heaven and earth. I remember doing cartwheels across the horizon because there's no up or down, just infinite reflection. In the dry season, the cracked salt patterns look like nature's version of a perfect mosaic. But come during the wet season, and you'll be walking on clouds, literally. Ever wanted to touch the sky? This is how you do it. Pack sunglasses and layers, it's freezing and sunny at once, and bring your wildest photo ideas. But most of all, bring your sense of wonder. Sala doesn't just wow you, it resets you. Zhangjiajie Forest, China. This is where gravity takes a vacation. Towering sandstone pillars covered in mist, and trees seem to float in the air. No wonder this place inspired the world of Avatar. And standing on the world's longest glass bridge, my knees were shaking, but my heart was wide open. Zhangjiajie feels like walking through a living fantasy movie, but it's real. I rode a cable car into the clouds, watched monkeys leap across cliffs, and breathed in air that felt ancient. Your imagination isn't wild enough for how wild Earth can be. Book early, go midweek to avoid crowds, and don't skip the glass bridge even if you're scared of heights. Fear fades, wonder stays. Socotra Island, Yemen. Socotra looks like someone left Earth and started over. Dragon blood, trees twist like something out of a fantasy novel. The beaches? Empty and untouched. The air? Crisp and weirdly sweet. I still remember staring at one of those alien trees and thinking, how is this real? It felt like nature was showing off for fun. Giant bottle trees, limestone caves, and crystal-clear tide pools filled with life you've never even imagined. You're not just visiting a place. You're stepping onto another planet without leaving Earth. Save this one for your get there before the rush list. Access is tricky, but totally worth it. Go before it becomes mainstream and soak in the feeling of true wilderness. Which one are you claiming first? Drop it in the comments and tag the friend you're taking with you. Because this world, it's too incredible not to explore. Before we conclude, we would like to say a big heartfelt thank you to each of you for supporting the channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and share for more stunning journeys with Adventupedia. Backhand index pointing right. Hit that like button and subscribe, because the world's not going to explore itself.